Peggy 16.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sets here on Capcom Fighters, the place to be on a Monday night where we got to pit two amazing players into a lobby, do that first to 10, get that bragging rights. But we have to chat with them a little bit, get the banter, get the interview questions in there. You know what we do on both sides of that lovely first to 10 exhibition. Of course, it has been a little while, but once again, I'll be your host, Jammerz, and I can't do this alone because we have taken a 2-week break, or something, a week and a half, 2-week break, but I'm rejoined, not with Problem X, talking about Alex and Bison, but my original co-hosts, Veggey and Olvaha. They are joining me once again tonight. Gentlemen, it has been a little while. That's not a concave, it's something. But Veggey, would you like to share with the class what you brought today?
Okay. Okay, Sir Jammerz, do you know why I have a heart on my eye that you can't see?
No. But go on.
Please
No,
elaborate.
I'll tell you. It's because when I look at you, I see nothing but love, Habibi.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. We might have to play some Street Fighter soon. That heart is going to break immediately. Because of the character.
Poison was kind of nerfed though, so I don't know if she, well, we have to play and see. Maybe I'll still be very salty. We'll see.
We'll see. But anyway, now, right, apparently you're feeling good because you just put a heart over your eye, so you're just showing nothing but love. But Olvaha, what about you? You feeling good? You liking this patch?
I'm liking the patch. Honestly, like, the characters I play, they got pretty good. Like, and I've had a lot of fun trying out new characters as well. I've been having a lot of fun trying out Kage, for example. I don't know if I'm gonna, main him, but I've had a lot of fun. And for me, that's usually the most important thing. But also, Alex got some really nice buffs. And I feel like Balrog, especially if you play V-Skill 1, he only got better. So I'm a winner concerning this patch.
Okay.
And you know what fun stands for? Have
Yeah,
you heard
sure.
the song? F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and I, Olvaha.
Yes.
N is for anywhere and anytime at all on Capcom Fighters Network.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
I'll give you an 8
I
out
love
of
you,
10.
bro.
How long you been keeping that one in the locker for? We had 2 weeks, so I don't know if you...
No, I just, it's actually from SpongeBob, right? Yeah, it is from SpongeBob. And I just thought about it now. That's the kind of person I am. So.
Okay. I like it. He's thinking on the
Kudos to me,
spot.
I
He's
guess.
thinking on his feet. I like it. You get better at this stuff. That's fantastic.
Thank you, brother.
But yes, obviously last time we didn't have an episode because we did take a week off because I wanted to let the entire community have a little bit more time with the patch before we just throw 2 players into the Lion's Den and showcase some of their changes. This was in anticipation that we were going to get a large amount of changes, but again, it was, I think the PDF was about 80, 90 pages or something, but it was some characters didn't get as many changes as we thought they would. So essentially,
especially based on the trailer.
Yeah,
we thought everyone would be getting crazy stuff.
But as we mentioned, we were actually being. That was like we saw it, and then we saw Alex changes in particular, and for some reason we all thought people would double EX moves, but I should have known. We should have known. It's because his V-skill was just buffed. How did we not know that? Shame on us.
We're not Alex
well, as an Alex player, I did kind of know, and I tried telling people, but here we are.
Well, nobody listened to Olvaha.
Yeah, exactly.
He claims that anyway. But yes, me and Problem X, we did just under an 11-hour stream on the 30th of March going over the patch notes. If you haven't seen that, or you're still not quite understanding certain things about the game, go check out that video, or you can find your respective character specialist and they'll be able to break things down because they've had a little bit of time with their characters and adjusting to other things as well. But it was entertaining to do nevertheless. But yes, from here on out, it's going to be this, I don't know if it's going to be like the definitive big final patch because, again, there's going to be bug fixes and whatnot happening,
right?
Of course. Right. But I don't know if there's 1 or 2 things, because Zeku's got a loop, the Gram loop. There might be 1 or 2 other things that are like, don't know about that one, Chief.
Maybe they'll bug fix. Maybe they'll bug fix my crash mini punch still.
No, that's fine. There was nothing wrong with that.
I'm coping. Let me cope.
But essentially, I mean, a lot of people have either, you know, they've taken the dark path, they've swapped over to Luke, or they're changing to another character and having some fun there. Like Olvaha said, he's been trying out Kage. Veggey, I don't know if you've even given Colleen like, you know, like
I played Colleen once and I was like, I was already having to work to keep up with her before the patch, and I can't keep up with her after the patch, so I'm not gonna put any more time into her. I enjoyed our journey together, me and the Ice Queen, but I think that it's time to move on to different prospects.
It's not you, it's me.
Maybe it is.
But I wanted to say something too. You say Olvaha is playing around with characters. Olvaha has had a character crisis for 6 years, so it doesn't really count.
You haven't even known me as long as 6 years.
No, but I know you and I understand.
We can kind of tell.
Yeah. 6 years of indecisions around characters. 6 years.
Okay, guys. That's a bit rough.
I don't know, because last week you tell us you're a boxer player. You're like, Alex got buffed.
I didn't say anything about boxing.
And then the week before that, you're like, Honda, man. Honda's the way to do it. I don't know, man. You just literally cannot make up your mind. But yes, anyway, what we will do is, while he's trying to make up his mind, we've got to run through some things. So Richard, run the runner show first, because some people might need to remind themselves how this show works. So yes, we are having a general talk right now, just talk about the patch and catch up with some things. It has been a little while since we've all been in the same place talking about the game. We all have our opinions on social media and whatnot, but obviously want to hear it loud and clear in person, of course. We're having the general talk right now, and then in about a couple of minutes, we're going to be having the guest chat. So probably about 7 to 8 minutes from now, maybe a little bit earlier. We're going to have the guest chat, and we will roll the fight card shortly. This was a little bit of a surprise because we had to sort things out very, very last minute because of a lot of things on our end, so we do apologize about that. We're going to have the guest chat, which will be for 15 to 20 minutes. And of course, at 2 p.m. PST or 10 p.m. GMT, that is when the first to 10 is going to begin. So if you don't want to listen to all this preamble, this nonsense where we get to know the players and find out how they're feeling about the game, then you can disappear. That's me putting it nicely. You can disappear now, and then you can reappear at 10 p.m. GMT, and that's when we'll get our fight card. But then, Richard, please roll the fight card and let the ladies and gentlemen know who is going to be playing tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we go back to the land of France, and we're going to get 2 more amazing players. They've been spoken highly by their French compadres, and they are very strong and consistent at this game. We're going to have Layo. I haven't actually spoken to Layo or seen him in quite a while. Layo is jumping on the show, going to be showing us how good Laura is or how decent she is this season, and he's going to be going up against Ozen, a young prospect. He made top 8 in the CPT, I think it's the CPT, the second one last year, using Akuma. He actually is one of the last Akuma players worldwide in the community, and he's pretty damn good with the character. He did have a sub,
yes.
but I think the sub can no longer headbutt anymore. So you might just see his Akuma. But yes, it's going to be Layo versus Ozen. If you don't know OZN, you're going to learn about him tonight. He's a very good player. And again, I like it when people don't know young players, because it's like you're not supposed to know young players because they're still growing into this. So if you learn about him now, 5-10 years down the line, you remember where he started from. And again, can't wait to see his Akuma play there. But Veggey, you looking forward to this tonight? Because again, partially, someone's disappeared. You are the reason that Layo has come on the show.
You know, me and Layo, we just have this connection, and this connection is a connection founded on love, and the building bricks are just full of roses and good stuff. And whenever I see Layo in chat or I see Layo on Twitter, I just smile. I can't help but love this guy. If he beats you badly, you smile because he's lovable. It doesn't matter. He's just such a lovable dude. And you know, Ozen is one of those really humble, prodigy type kind of players that I also actually thought, like, we haven't had him. Here's a golden opportunity. Layo is confirmed. Let's check with Ozen. Then Olvaha checked with Ozen, and the rest is history. And I think that we're actually in for a treat, because both of these players, one older than the other, since he's been in the scene for a while, but they both have the same approach to the game, which is a very solid, neutral-oriented gameplay. And I think we are just in for a treat watching these two with these characters play the style that they're going to play. So I'm just looking forward to the games themselves. This is going to be what some people usually call gourmet games. That's what I think. This is an exciting set for the day. So I hope we get to see the mains. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we will. I don't know, Jammerz, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I think we're going to get Olvaha back soon. I don't know where he's gone, but I hope we get him back soon.
I have a joke for he just disparu. That's for the French guys in chat.
But yeah, no, you know what? It was Akuma. Akuma did get changed, but it was more under the prospect of Capcom just want everyone to use the other part of their V system. So they changed up the V skills and they changed up the V triggers, the ones that were rarely used. And for a lot of Akuma's changes, they were regarding V skill 2. Ozen doesn't really use V skill 2 or V trigger 2. We're going to ask him that when we get to the question phase, how he feels about that. Because again, Akuma's prime days are over. He's still pretty decent, but his prime time is gone. He's done and dusted. And then Laura didn't really get any changes either outside of V trigger 2. So again, you're looking at two characters that didn't really change substantially, which was pretty interesting. But again, I want to hear their thoughts on that when we get round to that anyway. But again, I'm hoping we're going to see Laura versus Akuma, not another character, but we'll ask about other characters in the meantime as well. Now, do not forget as well, because we're still waiting on an announcement for this, and you still actively compete as well, Veggey. Do not forget, Capcom did announce a couple of weeks ago that the CPT has been announced, and there has been a schedule. I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys right now. There is a splash page. We're going to get to the website momentarily. So I'm still waiting on some news, and I hope I haven't missed anything on Capcom Fighters in the past couple of days. But there is a schedule, and at the end of this month, the CPT will kick off with North America, the West Coast. Now, the online structure is working completely different than it did last year. So I think every region is going to get one shot. Not particular regions have one shot, and others have two, and Japan have 4. I think everyone just gets probably the one opportunity. I might be mistaken.
The way I understand it is that there is going to be, the only thing that's announced as of now, the way I see it, so don't quote me on this, I'm not a Capcom rep, but this is how I understand it. The only thing that's announced right now is the Premier online tournaments. That means that these are direct qualifiers, but they also mentioned, if you read in the document, that there will be local circuits
and the World Warrior program that they put on
which is the local circuits, I think, which will be like I would guess the same regions as the online premiers, where they'll have their own kind of like tournament season, and then we will have offline premiers back where you can, if I read it correctly, you can directly qualify. So there's definitely more coming. This is just what you is what you can set your, this is happening at these dates, but there will be more announcements. And there will be a lot more, the way I saw it, at least with a local circuit or World Warrior circuit, the way I saw it.
I'm hoping before the first CPT, we get some news regarding the World Warrior program and some other news about like traveling, because I think I have seen a couple of the players get a little bit antsy because there's been no news outside of the online premieres or qualifiers. And believe it or not, because before Europe had to wait till mid-year or maybe later down in the year or down the line to qualify or just like compete. But actually, a month from now, or less than a month from now, UK and Ireland actually going to be on the weekend, or the first weekend of May, and then the week after that, it's going to be France, Spain, and Portugal. And then you go down the list, and everyone gets their opportunities through the online qualification. So I understand the aim was to mix online and offline together in terms of competing. Obviously, because it's due to worldwide circumstances, this is what they've been left to do. And it's probably the safest thing to do as well. So to definitely stay vigilant towards that. But I mean, Veggey, your one doesn't happen until like October.
September, I believe.
So you've got to wait a long time again.
And I'm really happy about that because, you know, imagine the season's just started, and imagine your biggest kind of like tournament outside of whatever offline tournaments comes is already in May, and when it's done, it's like it's kind of over in a sense. So I'm really happy that ours is late because you get a lot more time to get used to the new patch. Maybe even work on a sub or a new main for those who want to do that. So I think every region that gets a late online premiere, they're kind of fortunate in that sense that they can just work on it now and they don't have to be stressed about it yet. They can still work on it and try things out. If you're in the UK region, you are going in right now. Same with the North America West, was that it?
Yeah, trust me, a lot of the West Coast guys, I've seen a lot more French players come back to the game because of the CPT. A lot of the UK guys have jumped back on and been swapping characters and actively playing. So the guys who've got early CPT like competitions to get into, they've been like jumping on and trying to practice. So it's been interesting regarding that. Hey, he's back. Perfect.
He's back.
What we are
he's
gonna
back.
do
The clique is back together.
We're gonna reserve your opinions for when we actually bring our guest in the call, because Richard, I believe it is about that time to get Ozen and Layo in the chat here. So we're gonna have a discussion with them. So if they can hear us and they can unmute their mic, so I'd be loving to talk with these guys. And I know Veggey can't wait to ask Layo a couple of questions. But yes, we're going to be going to the interview phase now and talking to these lovely people. So let me find out. Ozen, Layo, can you guys hear us loud and clear?
Yes, perfect.
Perfectly, on my side.
There we go. Right, now how do I say this? Bonsoir? It's bonsoir, isn't it?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Yes,
Bonsoir.
there we go. Good, I got it right. I have to learn something nowadays. But anyway, yes, Layo, Ozen, thank you very much for agreeing to come on the show and participate in the first to 10. And now in this phase of the stream that we're doing, we're just going to sit here and ask you some questions, and you can feel free to express yourselves. Don't do a Valmaster and say there are no good Oro players. I love Valmaster really, but try not to say there's no good players, because there probably are. We don't know where they are. But yes, Olvaha, I'll have to leave the first question for you to ask our guests, because I'm pretty sure there's a couple of things you want to know more about both of these two, since it has been a little while since you spoke to them. So Olvaha, please go for it.
Sure, I wanted to ask Layo and Ozen. We can start with Ozen. Have you had any other characters that you are interested currently, or you're trying to learn after the patch?
It's gonna be simply, I would say no, because I was trying to lab Urian, but when he get nerfed, I was like, what the point of training him? So I'm just sticking with Akuma.
Yeah, unfortunate timing. How about you, Layo?
That was not unfortunate.
On my side, people which know me for a long time know I stick a lot with Laura since season 1. So I know I've been recognized like a character loyalist. So I will just say that I'll stick with only Laura, because I got the feeling I'm not enough stronger that I wanted to be with Laura. So it's just a matter of, it's just my life history.
How can you not love Layo? How can you not love a humble god? But Layo, remember in chat you mentioned you kind of wanted to check out Birdie. Are you still interested in doing that, or was that the thought of the day?
You know, when I'm saying some stuff, I'm being amazed by some characters. So sometimes people know I'm coaching right now. Sometimes when I'm trying to coach some student, I'm just taking a look on characters, and some characters got some tools which make me dreams, you know. So sometimes when I'm see you playing with Birdie, you give me some dreams.
You get inspired. Yeah, you inspire
you send me some
him.
dreams.
And
Yeah,
want to play.
you inspire me. Yeah, that's the right word.
Okay. No. Well, again, Veggey has to inspire someone, but
Wow. I mean, if there's anyone to inspire, it is Layo the God, because he knows what true neutral is all about. He's the slow-paced king, I can say. So I'm just flattered right now, Jammerz. I know you tried to turn that one around, but it's too late for that. Thank you, Layo, my bro.
Thanks to you.
Mon ami, Layo.
Well,
Je suis ton ami.
Now, Layo, I do have to ask you as well, because you kind of been on and off with Street Fighter, probably since 2020, if I'm not mistaken. You have played, but then I haven't really seen you active as much as I thought you did. Maybe like pre-pandemic, back in the Gfinity days, back before that when we could travel around. Was there a particular reason why you took like a long break here and there, or you just weren't feeling the game at the time, and then now you just want to jump straight back into it because it's the final year for Street Fighter 5?
Yeah, this question is kind of difficult for me to answer because some stuff happens a lot in my life, and that's why I was not
took a
able.
break?
But I had to take a break on this moment. But I won't say I'm back on the scene because, like I said before, I'm focusing on coaching right now. So this is my full-time job now.
Woo!
SF5, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, this is. And
Wow, congrats, bro.
I just build a dojo with some student, and I'm trying to see them raise in the community. And what can I add of that? That will be that I had since last year I start last year. And I had my second student, which start Street Fighter 5 with nothing of knowledge, you know. So he just start on the rookie status, you know. So now he's on Ultra Diamond. So what can I say to me? It's like my coaching is working enough.
So wait,
I'm focusing.
Can you tell us their name at all? Have we bumped into
Yeah,
them?
for sure. It's in English. I will try to say it, but it's DDG because I've already understand. already here on the salt mine. The commentator which tried to say his name, and that was DDG, but in French, Dej.
Dej.
Okay. Dej.
Do you know do you want to know something really funny, Layo?
Yeah, tell me.
Somebody in the area I'm in right now, somebody was talking about that Laura player literally before we brought you in the Discord.
Okay.
Now that I know he's your student, I gotta keep an eye out
he's
for
mine.
that.
He's
Okay.
mine.
But no, okay. Do you know what? Going from rookie to Ultra Diamond in that short space of time.
Year.
Yeah,
in 1 year.
That's a very short space of time. Just some props to Layo, man, because some people, when you coach them, they won't understand. It doesn't necessarily click with them. It looks like Layo's definitely found the right advice and the right coaching. So listen, man, Layo's definitely one of the coaches you got to hit up for that. Now, I gotta go and ask Ozen a couple of questions now. Firstly, Ozen, you used to sub Urian, but then you stopped. Why did you stop playing him? I think Urian's still good.
Yeah, it's still good, but like before the patch, I was saying like I'm done with Urian. I just want to focus on Akuma.
Okay,
it's my main.
Fair.
So I want to focus on Akuma and try to grow up with him.
Okay, now that's respectable. Now, Ozen, outside of Takamura and yourself, are there any other Akuma players that you watch? Because, like, your shining star Tokido don't play that character no more.
Yes.
So, is there anybody else that you watch to kind of or discuss Akuma tech with, or is it just like I have to come up with this stuff and really get involved with developing Akuma myself? What is it for you?
I'm not talking a lot with other Akuma, but I'm watching like Stag Bradford Akuma. I'm watching Japanese Akuma Naon and Jojo Taro, but it's kind of hard because now they've switched look. Like every Akuma player switched look, so it's kind of hard to watch some replay of Akuma.
So then let me ask you this: why have you dabbled with Luke at all? Has it ever like crossed your mind saying maybe it's time?
Yeah. when the patch come out with Luke, with friend we just try the character, you know, like we just do mirror, and okay, he's strong, he's like maybe broken, but I don't really like his gameplay, you know.
Okay.
I just want to stick with the Shoto, like Akuma, Ryu, Ken, something like this.
Fair, but you know, I respect that
Question
answer.
regarding that,
Oh, go for
actually. So Ozen, in this patch, how do you think Akuma compares to other Shotos? I wanted to ask this from you. How do you feel he compares to Kage and Ken and Ryu, for example? Do you think he's better or he's weaker, or do you have any kind of an idea personally?
Well, Akuma is still strong, just because the fact he has a lot of tools is always going to be strong. But like Ryu and Ken got so much buff, like this, it's kind of heaven, you know. Like for me, maybe Ken is maybe stronger than Akuma.
Oh,
I think so too.
okay.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about Shoto, I think Luke is a Shoto. So for me, Luke is the top one. But yeah, for me, Akuma is kind of weak this season because he didn't change, and everyone just get buff. So he get down a little bit. So yeah, for me, he's been weaker.
Okay.
I think it's a good point because I think even last season that Ken was probably the best Shoto, and I
Yeah.
think now it's by far the best Shoto. He was even powered up, and I think Akuma is in a good spot personally. Though he's not that
Yeah.
great, but I think the design of him is really cool.
Okay. Have you? Sorry, before Veggey asked that question, have you tried Kage at all, Ozen? Because
Yeah,
like basically Akuma's in Kage now, if you really think about it.
Yeah, I tried Kage. Yeah, I tried Kage buff. I was thinking about playing Kage maybe, but he's too weak again. Like it's not like what I say. It's not a competitive character for me. It's just a character you play for fun.
I agree.
Party character?
I don't know.
Yeah, like just playing for ranked or lounge.
Don't
Enjoy.
just don't,
enjoy.
no, just don't tell Essex to sit at that. He's gonna.
Yeah, no.
He's gonna
hate me.
He's gonna
He's
get
gonna
really
hate me.
upset. If you
I
tell
love
him
Essex, he's
that
cool.
character is not competitive at all.
But Ozen, so V skill 2 and V trigger 2 was buffed, and I want to ask you, what do you think? Do you think the V skill 2 is now the go-to? And if
Nah.
not, then why?
No, because this skill 1 have so much option. Like you have OS parry, you have Cara Cancel Demon, you have so much option that when you go with this skill 2, you have like nothing. Okay, you have Shakunets a little bit faster, but that's all for me. So yeah, it's kind of fun to play V-Skill 2 and V-Tier 2, but I think if you want to play competitively with Akuma, you have to stick with VT1 and V-Skill 1.
Damn. Well, I said this before to a lot of players regarding their characters, because obviously Layo, Ozen, you guys will know as well as I do, most of the changes, they were to make you gravitate towards the other V skill and the other V trigger that you weren't really using. But I said Capcom did, like, the damage was done the moment they introduced these first V skills and triggers because of how powerful, and like Ozen said, the options that were available. Because they're too good, you can't really make us use the other one, not unless you drastically change it and make us play the current meta Street Fighter 5 using those new tools. It doesn't work. Remember, we want to get throw Oki all the time. Does it go through fireballs? Do I get a side switch? Does it power up my move and make it +2 on block or whatever? If it don't do that, I can't play it. And obviously Akuma's V skill 2, it looks cool. A lot of people don't know how to deal with it. But as Ozen said, I get the Kara Demon. Again, why are you going to give that up? You still get a bit of a side switch, you got to spend the bar for it. And you still get a BNB that still bids decent V meter. But it's like, why would you take that away for something that can easily be jumped? Because you can jump that V skill too, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and the other thing about that, as Ozen said, with the OS, like, if you run V skill 2, suddenly Akuma has to think about V reversal.
And V break.
He didn't really need to think about, and V break, something he didn't really need to think about before. So he becomes just less scary on offense, in my opinion. So I definitely understand his viewpoint on that V skill. It's fun, as he says, but the other one is just more consistent.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, Layo, we were talking about obviously Akuma's V trigger V skill 2.
Yeah.
Have you messed around with Laura's V trigger 2 at all? Because I think that did get buffed, but like Idom said, there's no real point in using it. I don't know if you feel the same way about that, Layo.
Okay. On when you are thinking about changes in general for all of the character, when you're thinking about Laura, like you said before, doesn't change. In fact, didn't change at all. Only on VT2 and maybe some stuff we actually don't feel useful. Okay, so I have to answer to your question. I have stick a little with VT2 at the beginning of the patch.
Yeah,
but I will be agree a little with Idom, but on some way I won't, because I think in general when you play in the game, when you compete in the game, you can't know everything. So I think if someone doesn't know about the VT2, he can be surprised by it. But I don't like the way that Capcom want to send the VT2. Okay.
Oh, to make you force you to use it.
Yeah,
Okay.
the way to force you to use the VT2. Right. Yeah, that's what I want to say, because he want. I had the feeling that Capcom want to use the V trigger 2 on the defensive side. You know, when you have been pressed or maybe in neutral, like sometime in neutral it can be useful, but to do some stuff like that in reaction, forgive me, but you have to be God.
That's completely fine. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
Well put.
Okay.
So I know my game is a game style like on reaction. You know, so when I want to put this reaction on the area, I will try to tell myself, okay, I saw the fireball, so I will try to handle the fireball with the VT2, and now I will try to counter the fireball, but sometimes it's even too low, you know. So I know I got good reaction, but not at this point.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't really expect that.
But Leo, you said something interesting in our opening when we were just talking to get warm earlier, and you said something, because you said that a lot of Laura players wanted EX clap to remain after being hit, but then you said you did not want that, and you had something. Could you explain why you don't think that would be a good change in general?
Okay. I didn't hear this part. Let me.
Because I think I was speaking earlier with some Loas player in France, and some Loa players was telling me that we would expect that Capcom would bring us on the EX clap like when Loa's being hit, that the clap or the EX clap doesn't disappear. But for me, on my side, I don't think it's good stuff, because I think if I imagine this situation, I would think that Loa would break the game. I think it's just my opinion, but it wouldn't be that good for the game. So for me, it's better to have our EX clap like really strong, like he's traveling all the screen, but to
disappear on hit.
To let the clap on the area without when we have been hit, it's not a good option. I think it's not so good. So I don't want Loa to be busted or some stuff like that, just to handle, not to handle, but to adaptate yourself on a new character. You know, I like the way that they do on Loa to stay the same at the end of the season.
I mean, would you reconsider having the EX Thunderclap staying on the screen if you had to fight a top 8 full of Luke players? I mean, I'd be down to have a Thunderclap on the screen all the time, so Luke doesn't get to do anything on the screen.
It would be if we think on that way. I think it would be like playing God versus God, I think. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, and I love it.
There's no point to think on that way.
That's brilliant.
I prefer stay on the
Mortal.
The screen.
No, on the mortal side. Yeah.
And I love I love the way that Leo plays it, because what he's basically saying is that he wants his character to be strong, but he wants the integrity of the game to remain so that it is fun.
He's thinking about the game. He's thinking about the game.
He wants the game to be fun
See,
for those who fight against Laura too, and not just those who play Laura. And that's an admirable
point of view.
This is why we love Leo, and a lot of the FGC are feeble-minded, because you're like, selfish request, I want my character to do this, that, and the third, and it's like, yeah, but you got to think about the game at large, and Leo's thinking about the game at large. The thunderclap staying on screen, I don't think anyone want to play the game anymore. But, like, that's that. Now, I've got one final question for you guys before we go on a short break and get you two in a lobby. So, Ozen, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who is the best character in the game for you right now?
Luke, maybe? No, for sure it's Luke.
Okay, fair enough. Layo, who's the best character in the game for you right now?
Hard question. Luke is really strong, but I think well-played Dalsim would be better. I think.
Yeah,
Peak performance
I
Dalsim.
think. I think.
He said
Okay.
yes.
It's been a
I
little
think.
while since someone said like peak performance Dalsim might be the best in the game. Okay, interesting. You know what? We're going to leave it at that for now. So anyone in the chat, hold your opinions on what these two think, because we know that Luke might be the best in the game, but Leo's different.
Leo
I like
has
Leo.
spoken.
He has
Leo
spoken.
has spoken, and you should listen, mere mortals.
Maybe mortals.
But yes,
Listen to the god.
well, while you pray to that God should be me right now, because we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to get Ozen and Layo in the lobby for the first to 10. So don't go nowhere. We'll be back with you very shortly.
Yoga fire.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
Humble greetings.
All right, everyone.
Please don't. Here, I'm merely a quest receptionist.
Something odious.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
My name is Zed. Bow down for my cycle. It's time for trash. It's the end!
The finale! You can't escape!
PlayStation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's episode of Sets featuring Layo and Ozen, a all-French affair for the first to 10. Some people have just joined us and they're saying, have I missed it yet? Not yet.
Yes, you did.
The first
It's
to
over.
10.
It's
The
all
first
over.
to 10 is starting very shortly. I love it when people turn on this channel because they literally don't know what's going on. If they don't see Street Fighter 5, they're panicking all over the place. It's brilliant. But yes, you are just in time for the meat and bones of tonight's show. Layo versus Ozen in a first to 10. It's not character locked, but they have done a gentleman's agreement and said it will be Laura versus Akuma. Some characters that did get changes, but nothing substantial away from their competitive aspects. So we're going to be seeing how these guys have been handling this new meta overall. So yeah, when my stream team is ready in the back, they can go to the back of the queue and let these guys start the first to 10. But this is a matchup we actually used to see in London a fair bit. Laura versus Akuma, Season 2, Season 3.
Oh, do tell.
It was with Afi, it was with Comps. We had Shax playing Laura as well. So we actually saw this a fair bit. And then over time, it kind of dwindled. Well, Akuma disappeared more than Laura did because Laura had her prime days, obviously winning CPT at one point. Shouts to Idol. But yeah, Akuma, Ozen, one of the final Akumas left in the community. And then Laura's still around. Laura is still around.
I can't believe, first of all, I can't believe they picked the Halloween stage.
They didn't.
These guys are pure chaos.
I did.
Oh, true.
Damn, have you forgotten already?
And you know, Olvaha said earlier. You know what Olvaha said earlier today? He said, you can't pick stages out of season.
Well, I respect that. In the stream team in the back, can we get Ozen's name changed just slightly? Because someone is going to take that name out of context, and I don't want him feeling upset if they do. So just get that changed very quickly. But yes, they should be on the grid, but we are showcasing the Union Graveyard. I actually thought about Union Station, but yeah. Oh, reset!
But couldn't he go there for the...
No, but that wouldn't have killed. He would have got Oki, but it wouldn't have killed.
Okay, so he just went for the surprise there, Layo.
And to be fair, I'll tell you what, so light bolt charge and medium bolt charge, when you don't go into the hit grab, they do actually give you the same Oki. It's just medium bolt charge does more damage, so why would you not go for the reset of that situation?
Oh, nice anti-air there. Ozen definitely tried to get away from the corner with the Tatsu, but Layo was so ready for it.
Activate V-trigger. Okay, this is the confirm.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He should have gone into the other fireball. He wasn't sure, just trying to build up some pressure. Oh yeah, Layo is afraid of that air fireball, just respecting the jump through with the block-ins.
Well, I'll tell you what, like, well, a nice interruption with the hard knockdown. Go Shoryuken gets the throw. Can he get another one? He tried. He did try.
Oh yeah, he did okay, but he's already for the check, yeah.
Dead.
He actually got the stand jab there. Wow, Layo, I feel like you got that was, but it was a good statement, early statement. Keep it tight, or you know you're going to get jabbed out of your block streaks.
Well, look, let's be real here, because I do it a bit. I know a lot of other players do it as well. It's at this point, you could be +4. I am still going to mash heavy on defense. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I've seen you press crouch fierce on defense, so I know that you can
purposely do it or be reversal.
I mean, you can say what you want, but to me, that was gold and it worked.
Anyway, so one thing I like about Ozen's gameplay is he is never afraid to abuse Demon Flip or the aerial options, and he actually does it to test what button you're going to do. Then he'll change according to what you're going to be pressing. So if you're going to try and do a normal attack anti-air, he'll rinse it for a little bit. If you air to air, he'll bring out the fireball. You know, so he likes to mix things up really well.
I feel like you really need to do that in a longer set with Akuma anyway, because you really want to mix your options.
All right, activate
such a good round for Ozen, but Layo there found his opening with a forward fierce activation.
All right, hold on. Charge it down the clap, try to get
it. Don't face on there.
Oh, you might be dead.
Yeah,
he's dead.
My man went for the air and then the reset. I love it. Ozen was just stunned. He's not like literally stunned, and he just couldn't look for the command dash. Layo with a double reset for the round. After such a strong round from Ozen, I feel.
Anti-air super round
blowing
start.
up the super, okay.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I like it.
I don't agree with it.
I want to see how this goes.
The light DP, let's go.
Okay, Ozen, you're speaking my language now.
Okay, V-shift as well.
This is big though. I like the punish on the clap with a medium Tatsu, something you have to be ready with every now and then. Oh, just max range, yeah. I think Ozen even thought I was with range. He pressed something or was ready to move into a pressing position.
Tried to shimmy, didn't work, and he tried to get a low, and he might be dead. Not quite. Sunset wheel.
And he's not ready for it. Yeah,
do you know what's crazy? I was practicing this months ago, and you can actually do it. You can actually V-shift that reaction.
Really?
So what you do is you set the CPU to do dash up regular sunset wheel. You can do that one, and just as Laura's about to grab you from the EX1, press V-shift. I promise you'll avoid it.
Yo, okay, I just wrote it on my palm.
It's something you definitely need to practice. You can't just like, oh, I'll just V-shift now and it's going to work. It's something you definitely need to look and practice about, understand the situation. But because obviously Ozen needed V-trigger to come back and whatnot, he wasn't thinking about that there. So it's 2-0 to Layo right now.
And I also think that since Ozen just recently V-shifted, he was afraid that he might try to fish it out. So maybe his mind, he was one step ahead, but it was not actually that step ahead. It's just a mix-up at that point. So
Forward.
Nice interruption on the command dash there from Ozen.
Now there we have it. The crouch mini kick to interrupt the forward heavy punch. Need to make this counter. The activation is coming. Nice answer to the demon flip from Layo. Big one.
Oh, this is gonna be dirty.
I would have done V-shift break.
Yeah, I would have broken it as well.
Forward again.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that he's been hit a bit at the end with those command dashes. I think he's actually ready there, because that would have been way out of range for a crouch mini kick. He just presses it.
Nice confirmed.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Well, I think for me, you got to watch how he's trying to check certain things Layo's doing, because right now Layo's hit with a couple of resets that he shouldn't really be getting hit by. But he's trying to check too many things with low forward, and again, having 900 vitality, you're trying to do that and mistiming it, that's a big deal and that adds up.
It's not good for your health.
Well, no pun intended.
I love you, man. Okay, let's go. Layo looking for the shimmy, but Ozen backdashing out of trouble. Good stuff, though. Here's the activation. This is where it starts. I'm here. I'm here.
Begins.
Yeah.
Back off and demon flip.
I'm here.
Back off and
okay, let's go.
Didn't need to.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Here's there and everywhere.
They're definitely trying to check that dash, and he baits it. He baits it, but he presses too early because that was a counter hit, right? So
no, I think he did the. I think he did the other one. I think he backdashed and forward dashed. So he did the back step and then forward stepped. I actually think like if he just did the back step and waited, then like you said, he would have been fine. Yeah. But again, he lost that because he was a bit too preemptive in terms of the situation. He's like, yeah, he's probably not going to do it. I'm going to surprise him. But at least he knows that that Ozen's going to react to the fireball or the projectile with the Tatsu.
Yeah, and it's kind of and it's such kind of a risky situation there because he can backdash out of it. So he probably thought that he wouldn't, and that's why he was already committed to the forward dash. Yeah. And Ozen maybe forgetting it, just going for the check. Oh, nice backdash though.
Backdash.
Oh no, stun.
Such a good.
Oh,
yeah, that was
he's
so
gonna lose the round again. These crouching medium kick checks are getting him in trouble.
So dead. Not even trouble.
These crouching medium kicks they're getting Ozen into trouble, so he needs to change up his timing or do a different option again. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is risky because of the low health. Wow, wake up medium kick.
I really like he walked up and challenged the forward momentum from Ozen, even though SM had the plus range. Such a good statement from Layo there to tell him to keep it tight or you might get hit. Nice buffer, another throw, and he gets another. That's done. Yeah, that's dead, just like that.
Like just the damage and stun output from Laura just makes this so dangerous. So many interactions feel so dangerous for Akuma.
You see Ozen starting off very good, but when Layo lands the hits, he's really good at knowing what Ozen wants to do. And I'm wondering if we now will soon see one of these V-shift callouts from Layo, since he has been going for those things that could be V-shifted. Right. Maybe Ozen is like, I'm going to V-shift now, and we might see a big blow up on that V-shift later. I'm interested in seeing if that's something that's like in the cards for this round now.
I think what you probably need to pay close attention to is when Ozen's stun gets over 500 or over the halfway point. That's when it's going to be a little more interesting as to terms of how Layo wants to close out the round for the stun and what Ozen's going to do to try and escape. He's tried a V-shift here and there. It's kind of worked, kind of flailed, but we'll see.
So that one interruption just let him out of pressure this time because Ozen wants to show him that you can't press, but he's not pressing anymore. What a sleek crotch medium punch.
Oh, nice back throw though.
He tried to chase a V-shift, that's why he got thrown.
I'm here, she says. Okay, now it has it on block. Ozen needs to guess. Finally, kind of ready. Little DP this time though. Activate. Do you think we'll see something wild?
Stay on the ground, stay on the ground. There you go.
Nice crouch forward.
The problem is, when he's resorted to the air approach with Demon Flip or air fireballs, Layo's gone under with V-skill, so he needs to stay on the ground for the most part. He needs to gain control on the ground before he can scare Layo into not doing anything when he goes in the air. That's what he hasn't done yet.
Oh, very good punish. But that was also a good point you had there, Jammerz, because he actually empty jump crouch mid kick, maybe actually looking to snuff out the V-skill dash from Layo. It just worked out anyway.
Situational punish he goes for here. Layo spending that one bar, goes behind, not stunned yet. Back to base.
Get off me. Nice juggle. Big damage. Okay, let's go. What's it going to be?
Some juice left on the V-trigger as well. Very fortunate.
I really like this from Layo though. He's just waiting for the DP.
Watch out here. Sunset Wheel's a threat and he's going to have to hold it here. Low forward.
And I actually think he's just baiting the DP there. Oh, that was EX. Yeah, double hit. You can't do it. No.
You know what? Smart stuff there from Ozen. Only because in a situation where he wants to throw fireballs, he had to spend the bar because Layo has been dealing with fireballs pretty cleanly so far, and ever since I've been watching him play Laura, because you saw that EX Bolt Charge come out, but it's only got 1 hit of armor against a 2-hitting move. So he might have to start using that a little bit more in situations like that. Clutch situations like that as well.
I love how he just, like, Layo just sneaked under the air fireball to the V-trigger. That was so good for him.
I like that. Stan like an auto move point from Ozen, showing that he has his spacing traps on point, but misses the confirm. This is big for Layo. Oh, he delays it, get the counter hit so good. Will we see the chase? No, he's still getting the counter hits, and he goes for the command throw. Ozen dies so fast when he starts.
Will it blend Akuma edition?
Yes. Do you know what? And you're never gonna move against that bolt charge. You're never going to move. You're gonna expect he's gonna do the hit grab, and you're ready for the Ogi situation afterwards. That's why they get you.
Yeah, I think Layo was just looking, mostly looking for a whiff punish. Tried to be finicky there, but it worked out in Ozen's favor. We'll place the preemptive button.
Oh, that could have been a clean whiff punish again. You have one of the best whiff punish tools in the game, man. Akuma's stand medium kick 5 frames. So.
Yeah, his medium kick is so.
What's it gonna be?
From Layo, what's it gonna be?
Chase him down. Oh, he used the V-shift.
Wow. Now, you see why Layo didn't want that to stay on the screen the entire time?
That would be extremely strong. Nice punish. Oh, Layo is respecting the DP.
Let me out of here.
Okay, any whiff punish, no. Any hit from Ozen is kill. Layo gets that mix going if he gets that whiff punish. Let's see what happens.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Nice, yeah. That was good.
Really fast.
Surprise EX Fireball. Yeah. It's such a good tool to have for these shows. The EX Fireballs for closing out rounds is something you really need to respect.
I think
except for Saw the movement.
I think not enough Shoto like players use their EX Fireballs like that in general. I think they just use
save
the
meter for the end of the round. Yeah.
Oh, Layo missed the confirm. It's big. Gets a lucky tech though. Nice whiff punish from Layo. Tries to look for the shimmy again. Awesome backdashing now for the 2nd or 3rd time. Let's see if Layo catches onto it.
He's trying to deal with the stunt clap. Oh,
damn, that was a brazen tech there, because you could have lost from that delay fizz if he got you. Good check and no reset this time round.
Gonna be in trouble here. Oh,
yeah, fireball game. Yeah, fireball game. Just establish a fireball game. Layo's got no meter.
Keep her out.
Nice.
Again with the V-shift. Layo's not believing it's gonna come, and the punish is for death. What a good V-shift from Ozen. Win or lose kind of a read, and for Layo it would be a big commitment to try to punish it, and Ozen just reap the rewards.
Well,
beautifully done.
Here's why a lot of Laura players were annoyed or still annoyed at V-shift, right? So you put yourself in a +2 situation and you throw them. They tech, right? So what's the next thing you do? All right, I'll command grab you because you're taking my throw. V-shift comes out. Mr. V-shift. All right, what's the next thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slightly delay fierce, or I'm gonna do forward fierce, and then you get early teched. So
yeah, they just wake up chat for no reason.
They're annoyed because there's no clean read off of a situation they created. Yeah. So I know why they're annoyed, and this is what you need to do against the grapplers. Now, yes, when Laura gets a hard read on V-shift, it's substantial amount of damage, especially against a guy like Kuma. But
it's still a guess.
At the end of the day,
you could smell the fear there, Layo could, and goes for the big damage. Anything will work. Oh, he's not even gonna give him the chance to make that activation or not a mix-up. He's just gonna stay out and try to get that last anything to work. Oh, the jump heavy kick. I heard the hurt box is non-existent.
Apparently.
That was such a read from Layo.
That was actually buffed this recent patch.
No, I think
that was
even fixed the anti-airs. Yeah.
But that was such a read too, because he could have jumped fireball, but he believed Layo would sit there like he did earlier, and Layo just went for the anti-air, and Ozen could have reaped big rewards. That was such a crucial moment in this match.
Okay, pressure being applied. Is the EX sucking it going to come? Not quite.
Nice.
Go forward, trying to get that one hit stun.
Wow. Fierce.
Oh, he's just meshing in. Yeah, he could definitely check that. He could definitely check that. I'm here. Where are you? Oh, you're in front? Oh, and that's coming still?
He should break. Do the break. He's got to do the break. He's not doing the break. Good tech.
The reset though.
That was a cheeky reset.
Oh, he's just so not ready for these surprises from Layo. And Layo goes for the dash in on the minus situation and finds the hit for the kill.
Okay. Okay.
Layo is really knowing when he's not ready. He's shown us in this match he has a feel on him when he's doing something that I can actually surprise him right now. And he's done that successfully many times when Ozen is just way out of that thought process and thinking about something completely different, you hear, I'm right here, and Ozen is like, what? You're here? It's too late for me.
Well, I mean, he's done EX DP and Wake Up once. I think he's done a Go Show You Can in V trigger in between a string. He's been trying to press buttons more, but this is something I think
done a couple of those.
This is something that I feel is a little bit difficult for players to do and adjust it really quickly. When you mash buttons and your opponent just goes frame tight, you're supposed to use V-shift then, but people can't mix that really well.
Oh wow, Layo again with the surprise attack. So aware of what Ozen is ready for or not and what range it is.
He's so good at mixing those up. These command grabs are just finding their way home.
He sets up that wall. Have to respect it a little bit. Nice fight stage. Takes a throw.
Oh, he missed the meaty bolt charge.
Big,
Come on, that was big, because that would have been 0 on block. And he's going to get the side opportunities and go for a demon flip setup. No.
Oh, Layo, let's go! No fear, saying if you want to put yourself a -2, you better DP or backdash.
Can you imagine if Ozen did the Daigo right there? -2 into demons. You watch my stream.
I would have loved to see it. Maybe we'll see it. We'll just have to wait patiently.
I did say he's got to land at least one demon.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, I'm rooting for that.
But Layo, they're not doing anything, drains the V-trigger of Akuma, is a win. Since Akuma is such a V-trigger reliant character, you don't really mind him reshifting when he doesn't get the meter back, as he loses kind of like big chance for his win that game.
Right,
so Layo just
like
sitting there, not
Fury and
pressing.
Pain.
Yeah. So Layo just sitting there and waiting is kind of a win in itself when he uses the V-shift like that.
Especially with a life lead like this, and Ozen still doesn't have the V-trigger.
Yeah, and he might not get it.
Wow.
Oh, he
Watch
gets
out
it
for the
now,
sunset
though.
Wheel. Watch out for the sunset
Jammerz, you
wheel.
are the coach! Jammerz remembers, but Ozen doesn't.
Man. It's because he's being stubborn. He wants trigger. I'm telling you. If he watched out and paid attention, because again, in that situation, there's limited things Laura can do there. Micro walk heavy, sweep, or stand fierce. Dash up and try another sneaky sunset wheel. You can V-shift that because you see the dash. EX sunset wheel, right as it's coming to grab you, you do V-shift. But it's because he needs that comeback factor. He's leaving it too little too late. But if you look at the damage comparison, right? Ozen's been getting...
Oh, Ozen, no. You're hit by the Season 1, the loop.
The infinite.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's gonna command throw now. He's gonna command throw. No, it never comes. Nice from Layo.
EXL,
someone
He's confirming a lot of beats.
He has this round completely under.
Nice demon flip slide, and he chases down the feet. Oh, I think it's cancel.
Unless...
Two throws will do it. Two throws will do it. Yeah. Oh, he saw the other one.
Okay, go Hayu. Yo. Oh, he missed the confirm.
Why are you not canceling?
He's definitely chasing. Leo's ready, just jumping out, but he's still chasing. Layo tried to reverse the momentum there, but just going in when it was obviously running. But Ozen was just still placing buttons, and Layo ran right into it. Tried to do the surprise, but this time Ozen did not fall for it.
You guys gotta clip that comeback. That was amazing for me.
I mean, it was a little bit shaky, but he got the comeback nevertheless. Gets the punch and landing frames of the sunset wheel there. It might have been that. Again, he's not sure, because if you look at the damage comparison of how Ozen's getting damaged compared to Layo, it seems that Ozen's like not quite confident in how to get big damage.
I love the confirms
from
Layo and the conversions for the perfect. He had the confirm to EX, he had the meaty combo to EX. That was just a beautiful perfect from Layo.
That's crouch forward from Layo. Like the hit confirm would be so on point. And he goes for the command grab once again.
It's because of how he's instilled fear and unexpectancy in Ozen, so that's why a lot of these resets are working.
It's very impressive, honestly.
I think he's gonna start mashing backdash.
Dash there. Let's go. Trying to find that crush. Nice.
Doesn't get the stun though.
He's not meeting him when he's not meeting Layo when he's near stun. He's always worried about the rotate. Just gonna wait out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Layo, you need to remember what happened earlier with the EX fireball, and the super is soon there. He almost had the check.
Say it ain't so.
Activate trigger.
Super. Yeah, he's a super. Super.
Thank you. Yes, activate trigger. Yes, he can hear me.
Oh no, the surprise dash coming in. He misses the cancel to super. No, he wanted to chip for sure. There's no super coming, and Layo gets away with murder.
No way.
Why did you just do it?
That is like losing like that is to
because you actually won, but then your thing did not come out. That's horrible feeling.
That is,
You
yeah,
can't get-
exactly. That's demoralizing. If anything is, that is demoralizing.
Wow. That should have been a 5-4, and it's now 6-3 for Layo. You need mental fortitude to come back from that. Let's see if he has it.
Yeah, do you know what? Do you know why I said activate
What a
trigger?
jump.
Do you know when Layo did the elbow? I don't know why he didn't do demon. I don't know why he
Need to
didn't
be
do
ready,
demon. Yeah, but at the same time, that was a win-win situation for him.
It was, yeah. Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, he's missing.
Gets
the
a
CP.
fighting chance. Yeah. I feel like he's still reeling from that last round. I mean, I would be as well.
I don't know if the set is now over because of that last exchange.
Exactly. I was just thinking about that.
Oh, finally finds the crush though. And the big conversion. Got him.
Please heavy punch.
Please
forward heavy punch. I just told you.
He's tilted. He's tilted. He is so tilted. Oh, you hate to see that kind of thing happen.
Did nobody hear me say please forward heavy punch? I knew that this shift was coming.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, in that situation, I'm sure he could have reacted in ranked anytime. He just wasn't ready due to all the frustration from earlier. He could have punished that 10 out of 10 out times. Just this kind of situation made him miss it. Another crush though. Great usage of the crouch fears in the corner.
He's gonna fall apart.
Yoki here.
He's gonna fall apart.
Oh,
wow. He was waiting for a fireball. Now Leo was waiting for a fireball cancel. He shift out.
No whiff punish on the big whiff. Gets in there. Leo's not ready. Nice throw. Such a good pressure momentum from Ozen right now. Make it count. Oh, he's not willing to throw. Leo finds the opening.
Oh, gonna start over here.
Oh dear. Please, watch out, please. Yeah, he don't. Oh, he panicked. He's panicked. He's panicked.
Oh, but he gets a value.
It works. He deserved that.
No, he deserved that. He deserved that. That's fine. But right now, you are seeing Ozen in a very panicked state. In an extremely panicked state right now.
Yes.
He just needs a few seconds, honestly. I feel like he's still kind of reeling from that. And it's really interesting to see how he's trying to, like, solve the situation. Trying to deal with it.
Yeah, but that delay was so good. He's really confident right now. And he finds the meaty. Finally, Lay was pressing things. You are dead.
All right.
He kept, do you know what's crazy? He kept that combo real simple because he probably doubted himself if he could do DP super. Why?
Yes,
it didn't work before.
He did it like in the second or third match, and now he was like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Nah, hey, listen, sometimes you got to have those panic combos on deck, man. You got to keep it extremely simple. And again, it should be an equalized set right now, but Ozen's been playing catch-up for a little while, and I don't think any of this has deterred Layo, only because Layo's interruptions with the EX moves, EX Sunset Wheel, EX Bolt Charge, they've been pretty successful 90% of the time.
Wow.
So,
Like, you both these things that Layo is mixing up his options so well, and look at these rounds. That was like 10 seconds.
I see why people disappeared from Akuma. They just put Akuma in the box.
Oh, no, with punish on the
He's like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Finds a throw. Let's see. Oh, just respecting maybe.
Nah,
that was such a cross-up here. Beautiful.
Do not ever tell me this character's bad if you're doing that. I know certain characters that can't do that.
Let's go. When he does the corner change combo, probably doesn't even want to commit to a demon at this point, so he doesn't care.
Oh, no, he's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I can use Bard. Yeah, Ozen though, really strong, both of them. Oh, what a great conversion.
Nice.
Oh, you activated there? Okay, throw.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if he can make this work. Yeah, he's not going to make it work. He's going to do another one in a minute. Yep. No. Do you know what? Nah, I'm out of here. I'm going home. I can't do this anymore.
You are, Ozen is doing such strong things, but he's just not realizing when these are coming. Like you said, after Crouch Meteor Kick, they've come, Jammerz pointed out. They come after Crouch Meteor Kick because he's probably expecting a fireball. But Ozen hasn't kind of like realized when it's coming. He could bait now with a walk-up Crouch Meteor Kick, neutral jump, right? And Olvaha is just rebooting his computer because his Windows needs activation. That's fine. He'll be back right in a second. But yeah, so Ozen has
just a backseat
great momentum, great whiff punishes, they both have such strong play, but I feel Layo is just a little bit more on point when it comes to the awareness, right?
I'm just a backseat gamer because I know when these EX command grabs are coming, but yeah, I'm just backseating here. I'm not in the driving seat.
You're definitely not.
I told you another one was coming.
Great cross up here from Layo with the command throw. Awesome, they're walking right into that.
Okay, backs off here, and again, it is a colossal life lead here for Layo. Gets the counter hit confirmed off of the stand medium kick, and it's going to be guess for game, and he guesses wrong.
Yeah, he definitely gets him wrong. And Layo is just comfortable and not needing to go in for command. Ozen wants to try to evade it. Layo has shown many times, I don't want to command throw after these lights. And Ozen's like, it's coming this time, but it's not. And you're put in that situation where you think, why aren't you command throwing? But at that point, you kind of have to just...
I don't know. Like, I don't think Ozen's mentally checked out, but I think everything,
for sure.
Most things he's doing right now, they're being done in trepidation. There's too much fear in his gameplay because a lot of the stuff he's tried, it hasn't worked. But that's not because it's his fault. It's because Laura has a great answers to Akuma's toolset, as well as Layo being a fantastic player.
Yeah, they're both playing extremely strong in this neutral game, and they have their moments. It's just Layo's just walking a bit more away, they're getting a little bit more out of it all the time. Nice. Nice. Yes. Oh, he knew that was definitely on purpose. Beautiful stuff from Ozen, and he finds he misses the medium kick. Please,
don't
unfortunate.
Do this to yourself. He's gonna do it to himself. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, but he's not ready to check again.
Dead.
And the confirm from Layo into the big damage.
You know what's crazy? I'm pretty
Tell
sure.
me, Jammerz, what's crazy, man?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Laura have a tighter crouching medium kick cancel window than Akuma? Am I wrong in saying that?
No, I think it was changed.
Is it the same?
Similar. I think it's the same now, but I mean, you could just do light, but Layo wants the big damage and better roll, so he goes for EX. And he's actually confirming a lot of times because he doesn't want to put him in -2,
He
right?
has been way more consistent at confirming crouching medium kicks than Ozen has. And that's a big tell, by the way.
Yeah, but that was a great whiff punish from Ozen. I think he might need to add a bit more of that walking out of the range because he's walking into a lot of stuff a lot of the time. Whoa, that was nice. Finally ready to check. It's been a while.
Do you know what? It's bugging me. I might have to check their cancel windows after this because I'm pretty sure one is faster than the other. Or so one of them is a tighter window than the other, sorry. But he gets this round regardless anyway.
Oh yeah, so Laura's is the Korean style, the really easy one.
So what?
Right now.
So it's 17?
Frame rate.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's very consistent too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Ozen, I want more games. I'm loving this. You both neutral gods, and I really enjoy watching this, so I need you to get some more games. Nice push.
The thing is, like I said, it's at this point, Ozen feels a bit stumped because he's missing a couple of confirms because he's stumped. He doesn't know what to do.
That's probably true too. And some drop like kill scenarios earlier, which would have kept it much closer. And now I want him to walk out soon. A little bit. Oh, nice buffer with the stab medium kick though.
This is much
better.
Nice
throw. This is so good. And ready to check the right there.
Low forward, no fireball. And he tried a demon flip throw, but he keeps forgetting. He keeps forgetting. Trying to chase down the V-shift there. That's what Layo was looking for. He's still got one opportunity. Overhead dead.
Oh my god, he dies so fast. Ozen, he hasn't played against Laura since season 1, 2, 3 like the rest of us, right? Since he's like newer to the scene, so he's probably just not used to it. Maybe, I don't know.
Nah,
I mean, there's a lot of
I've seen him fight a fair share of Laura's. I don't know how often he fights against Layo's Laura, because again, Layo is actually the first person to show me how big that window and how crucial the crouch medium kick confirms were. He was the first
one of the few, he's one of the few actually like neutral focused Lauras, him and a few more. And he shows me why he wants to play Laura with that neutral, because she has good neutral in many matchups, as you can see, and he's making it work for him, and he still has that great mix. Nice, we punched it to the right there.
Right.
Let's go.
It's gonna go downhill if you guess wrong one more time. I promise you, if he guesses wrong one more time, he's going to lose this round. Overhead.
Yeah, he actually gets wrong right now. What's it gonna be?
Do I not know what I'm talking about?
You definitely do. Now get a good activation.
Do I not know what I'm talking about?
Please, no, jump!
Right, okay,
DP's
get
good.
the demon. Do the demon for me.
Jump would have been better.
Fighting
He
chat.
tried the demon. He tried the demon. He tried the demon.
I mean, A for effort. A for effort, guys.
No, in rank that would have worked for him. He would have had it. He's just stressed right now. He's playing really good, but he's making nervous mistakes. That's what I feel.
Do you know how much of a spaghetti game that was there? He tried, and you saw his intentions. I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
I feel many of these games were his, that he's kind of given away to
like 3 of these games were clearly his.
Yeah. He's putting on a really good show and a good fight. It's just he's not able to close.
I'm laughing when I should be crying.
Layo.
I should be crying.
It's like every time he's close to stun, he's too afraid to go for the throw. Those are the few decisions where he's like, he shows kind of maybe the nerves. I don't know. He plays beautiful. He has such good button placement. Let's go.
Do you know what? If I was him, All right, cool. He's got the stun right now, but it doesn't mean Laura's dead. He's got to do like 2 more guesses after this.
Layo's gonna get the V trigger here.
Yeah, one big or one small, and he tries to delay again. Layo's just ready to take the throws, and he finds the counter, but it's too far for the conversion, and now Layo started.
He waited.
Tries to shimmy.
The patience, such resilience. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose.
No, confirm again, Layo, the god.
It slipped through his fingers. I think Ozen was waiting for the command grab, but because he got the wrong option again, it's put Layo at set point. This has gone so fast. Can he come back? I don't know. He needs to be absolutely frame tight. Somebody's saying, please V-shift. You do understand Layo's been trying to read V-shift half the time, and Akuma has not got the vitality to even think about V-shifting and going wrong.
Yeah, it's not like you just V-shift. There is a mind game to it.
Oh no.
Oh, and the dash ups.
He's gonna V-shift now. Oh my word.
It's like Jammerz knows what he's talking about.
Listen, it's not
with the delay, and you know what it does? The delay cancel. You're already ready to take your turn, and then you hit by the light. Okay. Now
still not out of it.
Wait, hold on a minute, because please get the counter hit confirmed. You need to play frame tight from here on out. Please play frame tight from here on out. And he's dead. He's dead. He's done. That's a wrap. That's it. He's got his health is too low. He's lost his dignity. He's lost his vitality. Everything's gone out the window. But ladies and gentlemen, Layo's showing you why he is a Laura player that you should never sleep on, and one of the most consistent Laura players we have in the European region. He is coaching. If you want to come under his wing, we can get you the details after this. But right now, we must let the Laura players reign supreme and let everybody know this character is not bad. She is still incredibly strong. Now, fantastic answers there from Layo. Olvaha, good to have you back.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're trying to get you there, but
those 3 hours are really quick.
I mean, hey, it does happen. Anyway,
time flies when you're having fun.
Right, it does. But I felt really bad because I just, as soon as I saw one guess go wrong for Ozen, I was just like, yeah, you're probably gonna lose the round now because it just spirals out of control. It's a domino effect, and it happens, man. Or sorry, the snowball effect. But anyway, we're gonna take another break. When we come back on the other side, we're gonna get Layo and Ozen in the chat to talk to us about what transpired in that set, as well as ask him some future questions. Who knows? Layo might buy us a lottery ticket. See you in 5 minutes.
Ooh, for maybe you should.
All right, you ready?
Street Fighter 6.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
My name is Seth. Bow down before my sight.
It's time for trap.
Show me everything. Download.
This will do.
I'll settle this. It's the end! Let's
The finale! You can't escape!
PlayStation.
Peggy 16.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets featuring Layo and Ozen. If you are just joining us, the set has now concluded. There is no more Nipwa games. I don't know how you say it, but there's no more games to be shown. It is us going to be talking to these lovely gentlemen about what transpired in the set. If you want to go and watch the set, you can rewind the Twitch archives, or you can wait for it to jump on the YouTube for the Capcom Fighters and watch the first 10 from the beginning until the end. But we got to say congratulations to Layo because he did win that in dominating fashion. 10-4. Looks extremely comfortable in that matchup, if I do say so myself. But I got to pose the first question to Ozen. Ozen, you got to tell me what happened, because I think about 3 of those games should have been yours and they slipped through your fingers, if I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, just choking a little bit, and I'm not very confident with the matchup Laura, but I enjoyed the game and I'm just learning. I just want to learn the matchup Laura with Layo again, so I hope we can fight again.
Okay, for sure. Now, what about the matchup do you find extremely difficult? Is it her anti-fireball tools? Is it her damage output? Like, could you shed more light on that, Ozen?
No, I think the most stressful is like when she's close to you, you have to guess. And I'm just stressing like what I have to do. I have to jump, I have to block. It's so stressful. So yeah, that's the part. But after all, like the neutral, it's for Akuma, and when she doesn't have a bar, you can use the fireball. But when she has the bar, it's for sure she's gonna do an EX elbow.
But would you consider using V-Trigger 2 in a matchup like this where you get huge benefit from V-reversaling and V-shift? Because I see you wanting to hang on to V-Trigger 1. Could V-Trigger 2 help you make better decisions on defense?
No, I don't think so, because I try, like, maybe sometimes I try to just Shakunet's medium, and he can just go through. Like the second fireball just gonna through him, you know? He ain't gonna catch me. So I don't think with the V-Skill 2 is gonna work. So
I was thinking the V-Trigger 2.
V-Trigger 2.
Oh, V-Trigger 2.
Reversal and V-shift. Since you don't get to use the V-Trigger all the time. I feel like you die sometimes just before you even get to activate, because it's when you're in the blender. Have you considered using V-Trigger 2 for a matchup where you need to guess a lot, or is that off the table for you?
No, I think it's off the table. I'm just concentrate on the V-Trigger 1.
Okay.
And just because you have the demon, and demon is scary.
Yeah, that is true.
It is scary.
One more thing to worry about.
We did see you lose rounds a fair bit with a lot of money in the bank. I can understand Veggey's angle from this, because it's like, okay, we saw your intentions with V-reversal and V-shift, so just having access to your trigger earlier while trying to use the defensive system a little bit more to make it easier and make Layo guess twice on offense? Because Layo looked extremely comfortable
Confident,
a lot of the time. And there was 1 or 2 rounds. I said if Ozen guesses wrong, he's probably lost the entire round. And lo and behold, that did happen. I didn't do it on purpose. I promise you I didn't.
Like that view reversal there that we saw in the replay. It's really good for you. Like, I feel like if you could feel more comfortable maybe view reversing, because you had really great neutral approach and the matches were really close. And I don't feel like you got to activate V-Trigger enough for it to kind of be the catalyst for the match. But that's just me from the backseat. So it's easier for you to realize as the Akuma main.
Yeah, well, we are backseat gamers at the end of the day.
Baby!
Layo, what about you? Layo, how do you feel about the Akuma matchup in general? Have we got Layo there? Has he disappeared?
He's looking for the right words.
Sorry. I was
oh,
speaking.
there you go. I thought like Layo just won and then just disappeared.
Speaking in the void.
He disparu. He went disparu.
All right. Layo, how do you feel about the Akuma matchup? Laura, does she win it? Is it even? What is it?
On my side, I just figured it out on the moment if the matchup had changed a lot or not. But I feel like the matchup's still the same. So for me, Akuma's matchup against Laura has always been 5-5 for me. Just 5-5. I have the feeling that I had tools that which allow me to fight Akuma, like EX Elbow, as OzN just said. And I have EX Command Grab too, and Vulnerable on Fireball. And what else? And I have the feeling that on Footsie, maybe Akuma have a greater warp speed than mine, but it's a matter of spacing yourself. So OzN, I feel like OzN is not comfortable, as they said, because he with too many buttons on me. I wasn't comfortable on this set to being on with finish base, but I literally did some 3 or 4 with finishes, you know, so it doesn't matter to me. And what you just have to know, guys, when I'm playing a character in general, I'm a grappler, so I'm trying to find out what my opponent is afraid of. Okay, so I'm doing coaching like kick, coaching like punch. It's like after an elbow, after being hit by an elbow, I will always do coaching like kick, coaching like punch to see if my opponent is always afraid by the command throw or maybe a grab, you know. And after that, I upgrade my offenses with the information I just get. Okay. That's how I handle the general matchup, because when you face Laura and you come in close range, it will be you can be the god in the game, but you will have to face Laura. You will have to face Laura. It will be the same. It will still the same.
Okay. I wanted to ask Layo about how do you feel the matchups go against other Shotos? Do you feel like other Shotos are harder to deal with than Akuma because of the health, for example, or do you feel like Ryu and Ken, for example, are easier to fight against? How do you feel about the other Shotos?
Okay, on the other Shotos, I think it's always the same. I won't change my mind about the matchup against all Shotos, because I think Laura has the tools to face all of the Shotos, you know, because the Shoto base are based on fireball games. So maybe there is good fireball and bad fireball. Yeah. Okay. So I'm facing a lot. If you don't know him, B-Boys LHZ. Okay, it's a good Ryu player from France, and he helping me from to coach. Also, and he have a really good hand on Ryu, and when I'm facing him, it's just a matter on how you will use your fireball, because I think every Shoto in France don't know the perfect distance to use the fireball, because the fireball is a poke. We all know about that. It's a long range poke, or sometimes mid range poke, or also close range.
Yeah,
poke.
unreactable at close range.
Yeah, at unreactable at close range. That's right. And on this side, I will say that it will be 5-5 on all the Shoto's matchup. Maybe Luke, I have to figure it out. If we consider Luke on Shoto.
Okay.
But Ken as well, who can get Oki from reversaling on you, he's still 5.
Yeah, he's still 5-5. He's still 5-5 because he no, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right because I think with his reversal, he have a slightly has the advantage on mix up on pressing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Defense. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So if I have to defend, it will be definitely on his side. The matchup will tend on his side. So maybe 4.5 maybe for me on Ken maybe because you're right. I didn't think about the reversal. Wow. But in neutral overall, I think I can defend myself.
Okay, that's respectable.
You have realistic Layo, neutral Layo. And can I just ask something I wanted to ask earlier too, Layo? Why did you pick Laura when your style is as solid as it is? And where does that solid style come from?
It's the best question to ask, my Veggey. I will try to answer you clearly. You have to know when I start to play Street Fighter 5 at the beginning. I had a style like brain dead style, like I was squashing down everything. I tried seriously when
I like that you admitted it. Listen, Layo, before you continue, a lot of people don't admit that to themselves. They don't tell themselves. So I like that you're open about this.
I'm open. Please, just the truth.
Please continue, please.
Okay, so in February 2016, when I start to play Street Fighter 5, I had so many experiences fighting game, but I didn't try to not to focus, but to understand how a Street Fighter game is working. So I was just playing with some mechanics like plus or minus. I have a choice to make, but I wasn't understand at this moment neutral base. What was neutral? And when I moved to Paris in 2016, some FGC, some people on the FGC community just teach me what was like Will Tupac. Will Tupac teach me what was the footsie base in Street Fighter, and that's why 1 year after 1 year I changed my gameplay.
Yeah, 2017 you really came into full effect. I remember.
Yeah. You remember this? I remember too. That was the first time I was seeing you in real.
Yeah,
but you played Street Fighter Cross Tekken, right?
Yeah, you remember that.
Hey.
Yes, I think because we met back, and that was more of a buttonsy game. But it's interesting that you found your buttons pacing when Street Fighter 5 came and you started playing that.
Yeah, because in Street Fighter Cross Tekken and even in Street Fighter 4, I wasn't playing in like neutral base. I couldn't understand what was neutral. So I was trying some stuff to launch some special, maybe to throw some normals and see what's happened, So when I was playing Xiaoyu at this moment, I was about I have to get in, I was playing Xiaoyu at this moment with the sweep loop for.
Oh yeah, I remember. Don't worry, I remember.
You remember? You remember that?
Listen, I love Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I remember a lot of things in that game.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Really cheap, really cheap. But I had a good hand on her, but my knowledge wasn't on what it is today. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
No, I kind of like that little backstory and how he's grown and developed. Because again, I say this to a lot of people. It's they pick a character when they should be playing someone else. I see people jumping around and being super aggressive with Guile. I said, look, you might as well just play Blanca. You might as well just play Blanca. I see it a lot. And some people, but they really love their character. But Layo, you've made this style while effectively playing Laura's game plan. You've made this kind of slow-paced, Street Fighter footsie-based style work with Laura, and I commend that. That's great. That's fantastic. I like to see that.
Yeah, because Leo, when I see you play Laura, I feel like, wow, I want to play this character now. These buttons are really fun to play with.
Really,
you are, what was the word?
Inspiration.
You said earlier, you were inspiring me when I watch you play Laura, because that looks
nice.
So
yeah,
are you two gonna do this like reverse, like first to 10? So,
Yeah,
like,
why not?
Leo's gonna pick Birdie, and Veggey's gonna pick Laura.
Veggey
Damn.
pick Laura. Why
What
not?
a
It's a good idea.
timeline. That'd be the weirdest timeline indeed. Right, I've got a question for Ozen, because I've been curious about this for a while, and I'd rather ask the Akuma specialist. Ozen, how does V-Shift overall affect Akuma? You've used it a little bit here and there, but I don't know if that's been a huge hindrance to his gameplay. Like, are you able to shed more light on how you feel about V-Shift regarding Akuma?
Against or with Akuma? you mean?
Both, but start
In general,
with, but start with against.
Against, like, with the V-Shift now, I have less pressure. Like, in the corner, I cannot do like maybe 10 million keep and EX Shakunets. Now you can V-Shift easily and punish me. Even all red fireball, I cannot do something. Like, she just do V-Shift and I'm completely just he punished me. And yeah, with the V-Shift now I don't have a lot of pressure, and with Akuma, like I said, if I V-Shift, I'm probably gonna say goodbye to my V-Trigger. So it's kind of hard, you know?
Yeah.
Would it have been? We asked this to a Seth player not too long ago, or we discussed it with them. Would it have been better if Akuma got a little bit more health to kind of justify giving up V-Trigger by using V-Shift a little bit? Because I feel Akuma's toolset has been weakened over time, and we know why. He's had his glory days for about 3 or 4 seasons, so he's doing his due diligence in the Street Fighter prison for a little bit.
I mean, since 2009, if you think about it, Jammerz. Since 2009, if you think about it.
But I feel that when you can use V-Shift and then probably get a punish, but I don't think you get rewarded enough because the amount of health he has. And it's like, okay, like you said, you lose pressure, because if people V-Shift a red fireball, you've probably lost 30%. And that's not even what you wanted to dish out in the first place. So I just feel, would more health compensate for the state of Akuma right now and V-Shift in the game, Ozen? Do you think that?
Maybe, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't think it will change at all.
Well, yeah, it's probably the last year, so like, if you want to, I mean, if you want to stick with him.
Of course, if they buff health of Akuma, I take it, but it's not gonna change at all, I think.
Okay, do you know what? What would, to bring Akuma back to his former glory days, shall we say, what would you want him to have back? If you could pick one thing that Akuma had in the past to bring back, what would it be? I have one idea, but I want to hear what you think.
One thing?
One thing.
Bring me the activation after fireball.
I knew it. Because, again, that was a bit too powerful back then. But, okay, if they brought that back now with V-Shift in the game, similar to what they did with Mika's wall bounce, do you think it would be a problem overall? I don't think it'd be a problem.
I don't think so.
Oh, no. I mean, Veggey's wall bounces, you can't compare that to that, in my opinion.
No. I'm using that as an analogy because, remember, that's something that was in the game when V-Shift wasn't there and it got taken away for so long and it got brought back. People probably made a mountain of a molehill, but because V-Shift's in the game, people weren't as concerned about it as it was in the conditions we played Street Fighter 5 before, Veggey. That's why I'm bringing it up. If they brought back Red Fireball from full screen with Activate, with V-Shift in the game, do you think it would be as big of a problem? Now I'm asking you, Veggey.
I think it would be, again, the problem with it was that anywhere on the screen where you have V-Trigger, you throw a red fireball, activate, and you had your first guess for free.
Yes.
Guaranteed. Doesn't matter if V-Shift is there or not. That guess, getting a guess from full screen by just activating like that was too strong. It started the, what is it called, the snowball effect from Akuma. Yeah. And it was very frustrating, and it would be equally frustrating to deal with even if you have V-Shift. Sure, V-Shift would help a bit, but I think the activation, he gets close guaranteed every time he has V-Trigger by doing that activation, which made it so it doesn't matter how outplayed you are, you get to start your snowballing because of the activation. So I think that activation is something that can't come back unless you want people to be really frustrated at Akuma again, personally. That's what I think personally.
No, I respect your opinion.
Satsuina Snowball.
Do you know, I'm never going to ask your opinion again.
You didn't even have the time to ask
I'm never going to ask your opinion again. Mama said Satsuno Snowball. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Why do you even think that? Right. Anyway, so gentlemen, this is to both of you. Your CPT is basically in about a month's time. I imagine both of you are going to enter that. Is that correct?
For me, sure.
Okay.
I will enter it.
Layo, are you going to enter your CPT online coming soon?
No. I want... this time is finished for me.
Oh, you're not entering?
Yeah,
no, Layo, you gotta enter. You are the god.
No. All right,
want.
Layo, why are you not going to enter? Talk to me, because I might be in the same boat as you for this one. Talk to me. Don't listen to Veggey. Talk to me.
This is simple, guys, because right now, as I said, I'm coaching on full-time job, and there will be all of my students. We will try to enter on this tournament, and I will have to focus on them at this moment. And on my coaching, I'm trying to give you some to give them some advice and to to follow them on their path in the tournament. And the mental side is really hard to handle for them, because losing is not a good thing for everybody, you know. So when you are losing, you have to know why you are losing, what made you lose, and stuff like that. And that's why I have to focus on that on my student. That's why I won't enter, because they will compete at this moment. Okay.
See, Veggey, priority.
Yeah, I like it. Leo, have you ever considered trying to contact esports team and see if they want to hire you as a coach? And be
I didn't try.
Have you considered doing it in the future, maybe? You build a portfolio and then approach these esports teams as Street Fighter 6 is coming, and it probably will blow up even more the game?
It's a good idea, Veggey, because you know what I'm doing now. It's like I'm trying to. I don't have the word in English, but I'm trying to not to focus, but to live my life at the moment.
Have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time on what I'm doing now. And coaching is kind of new for me. I've been coaching for 1 year, since March on this year, March 2021. Okay. Yeah. Since March 2021. Yeah. So right now I'm trying to find it out where coaching can bring me, you know.
Okay. Hey, listen. Coaching can make a lot of money. All right, Layo, tell you what. Here's the big plan. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get no, because I'm gonna tell you. Look, this is free consultancy.
I'm listening to you.
Right. So you're gonna get all your students to enter the CPT. They're gonna be Crimson. They're gonna be Luffy. They're gonna be top 3. That prize money that the top 3 get, you take all of it. And then, and then what you do is you give me 60% of the cut, because I gave you the idea just now.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think it's a great idea. Anyway, but no, honestly, it's great that you have, you're prioritizing your students. You're trying to make them come to at least formidable and really strong players in France. And again, you're teaching them the kind of more the mental aspects, because you said, everyone loses, but they take it differently. As long as you can calm them down and go, look, you still got one more game, you still got one more set, you're still in the losers bracket, so on and so forth. It's going to be interesting. So I hope when if they do stream the CPT onlines this year, that we get to see some of your students on the stream, and they have to thank you. Then they can thank me, because I told them, because I told them to tell you to win and then give the money to me. But nah, this is me.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes,
I just did the maths in my head, Jammerz, and it makes sense.
No, legit, right? Because if you really think about it, if Layo makes a Capcom Cup champion, what does that tell you? And what?
That he needs to be signed by an esports team.
Well, there you go. Listen, he's helped.
There it is, dude.
He's helping players rise above. I've helped Luffy with Mika. I helped Knuckle do with Mika before he retired. And hey, listen, who won Capcom Cup in 2016? I can tell you the messages.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But
you didn't get nothing at this
no,
moment,
I didn't.
right?
I hope you got the 60%.
I hope you at least got
I
a
like
Q note.
I like the route that Layo's taken. I feel there needs to be. We've spoken about this before. I feel there needs to be more coaching and like teachers in the scene in general. So I like that Layo's taking that route. I mean, Ozen, have you ever requested coaching from someone before? Because you're pretty damn good at the game now. Was this all on your own back, or did someone help you along the way? Talk to me.
Oh, first of all, it was only me, but after to understand more the game, it was with Mr. Crimson. Mr. Crimson tell me a lot about the game. So yeah, he kind of coached me.
I like that. Because Mr. Crimson's been helping everyone. And his his mindset towards playing this game and helping people, it's some of the best and kind of the most heartwarming stuff you could hear. Because again, I remember he showed something with Dalsim and someone in the stream said, hide that. And he said, no, because if I hide that, I'm not going to get better. And then the guy just stopped talking. So that was, I love that kind of mindset from Mr. Crimson there. So shouts to Mr. Crimson. He's been helping a lot of these guys. And the French scene in general, you guys are always helping each other and have your Discord calls and laughing at each other and complimenting each other. I see it sometimes on the stream. So it's great. It's great to watch. It is great to watch. But Veggey, have you got any questions before I hit these guys with the final questions or so?
Let me just look up my questions notepad. So you see my son just woke up, so he's standing here next to me.
Hi, Adam.
Sorry if I'm a bit distracted.
Everyone in the chat say hi, Adam. He's gonna be freaked out when you say it, but say hi.
Anyway. So now I'm confused. Did I ask Ozen where his solid playstyle come from?
No,
Why did he come? Why did you come into the game with a solid playstyle when so many come in with a crazy playstyle? Because the game might teach. Where did the idea for you come into? I want to learn this game slow paced.
Are you asking him why is he not a Ken player?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, first of all, when the game released, I was a Ken player, so I got the crazy part. But no, for real, I just looking a lot of video like Tokido and Takamura and try to like mimic the gameplay. So it's like this. I play like this. Try to be like them and giving my own gameplay too.
Okay. Let me ask you this quickly. After your CPT is done in May, would you consider going back to Ken because the current state he's in? I've got to ask this because Takamura's kind of doing it now. So I've got to ask, is Ozen going to follow in his footsteps, or are you going to say tried and true with Akuma until you give up and use Luke?
No. I'm stick with Akuma forever.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you because if I see Luke on your CFN...
No. Okay. Sometimes I play Luke just for casual, having fun. But in competitive way, I just play Akuma. You will see me in Akuma. In every Street Fighter game, there is Akuma. You will see me play Akuma.
I like it.
Trust me.
Because you love the Satsui no Hado, right?
Yeah.
Satsui no Snowball.
Oh yeah, baby. Satsui no Snowball.
Anyway, right. Olvaha, have you got any final questions you want to ask these guys before I hit them with the big one?
Yeah, I wanted to ask for future reference. Ozen and Layo. Well, Ozen kind of answered already for Street Fighter 6. If Akuma is in that, he's gonna play Akuma. But I want to know both of your opinion on one character that you don't want to see in Street Fighter 6. Give me one character you don't want to see in Street Fighter 6, and Ozen, you can start.
I wanted to say Luke, but no, for real, I think. It's kind of hard question. Maybe.
I think it's easy.
No. Maybe, I don't know. Urian, I think.
Wow, you don't want to see.
I like this answer.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see
reasonable.
I just don't want to see the Aegis reflector. That's all I want.
Oh. Okay.
No mirrors.
No, legit. No one said there's specifically something they don't want to see, but you do know that makes Urian him, right? So, taking that away, you might as well just not put the character in the game. I don't know. That's just me, but
that's what he's saying. I don't want to see Urian because I don't want to see that mirror.
Oh man, that's brilliant. Layo, what about you? Is there any character that you don't want to see in Street Fighter 6?
I don't think so. I want, for me, I'm about, I like fighting game, what fighting game bring to the style, you know? So,
okay.
There are not a character which I would like to say that, no, I don't want him, I don't like his visual, I don't like his gameplay, his game style, no. But for me, when I start to play Street Fighter 4, it's okay for me. I could face Dalsim, I could face all of the characters, and I don't have hate on character. Even if today I don't like Dalsim, because Dalsim was the reason why I even lost a lot in CPT. But Dalsim is what it is, you know. So I don't have this feeling of I don't want a character to be in Street Fighter 6.
Okay, that sounds like an answer that you haven't been hit by Luke enough yet.
yeah, I think so. Maybe because I didn't try to play a lot.
Oh man, that's brilliant. All right, one final question before we let you two go. Are you guys looking to, obviously, Layo, you're prioritizing coaching more.
Yep.
Are you looking to go to EVO this year or any offline events at all? If they open up and be more flexible, or are you just going to focus on your students for the majority of the time?
Yeah. It's simple on my side. I have the rules to follow. My rules are, if one of my students are traveling to go somewhere, I will have to try to find out how I can follow him to be his coach at this moment, because I had some experiences on tournament and I want to share this experience to all of my students. That's why, for an example, there is a Stunfest on May, and many of my students are going on the Stunfest, and I will travel. I will go in the Stunfest just to coach. So, unfortunately, my students don't have
funds, money.
Some funds to go on EVO this year. But we are planning some great project to maybe go in Japan for the start of the Street Fighter 6. You know, we are thinking about some stuff on coaching, and maybe on Japan, or maybe next year on EVO. You know, because coaching is kind of new for me, so I want to bring some brand new stuff on coaching. I think it's really cool. Yeah,
I love how you take you're not just like, oh, I want to make some extra money, let me do some coaching sessions. You're actually taking it to the next level as one of the first next level coaches in the scene, and it might just blow up. So I think it's really interesting, really cool from you.
Honestly, I wish nothing but the best on your coaching endeavors. Fingers crossed that everything comes to life, and we can say, hey, I know that guy. He come on, grab me with Laura 10 times now. He's coaching that guy. I love it. But Ozen, what about you? Are you thinking of traveling anywhere if you can this year, or are you just going to focus on the online CPT and just making Akuma as optimal as can be in this final version of the game?
Yeah, I think I will just focus on online, and I don't think I could just travel anywhere, like maybe in EVO or something like this. So no, I just focus on online now.
Okay, I'll give you the best coaching advice. Here's what you do: you train Akuma, you get a secret Luke, you win your CPT, you use that money to go to EVO. Bam. It's an idea. It's an idea.
And how much does from that goes to Jammerz?
You can give me all of it, but okay. Nah, I'm kidding. Don't worry. But no, honestly, it'll be great to see you guys still actively playing, and obviously Ozen, I can't wait to see you compete. You gotta make top 8 again. You can't get any less than that. You gotta make minimum top 8 in this CPT coming up. It's gonna be a hellhole for you guys, but it's gonna be entertaining. I love watching the French, Spain, and Portugal CPT because it is an absolute bloodbath, and nobody view reversals.
And you can get some coaching, from Layo if you want to have someone follow.
You could do that. You could do that.
And sign that coach for that extra boost.
You're laughing, but I think it's true. Listen, Layo, you're making champions right now. You are making champions.
Because teaching Street Fighter, and especially Street Fighter 5, is really hard because it's such an obscure subject. So I think Layo managing to actually find his footing where he's actually teaching people from rookie to Ultra Diamond in 1 year's time.
1 year.
It shows that Layo, as a coach,
Some people
has
haven't even
understood
got-
something that other people have not understood.
Yeah, some people haven't even got past Super
In
Diamond in
years.
6
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
fact
in
that he's
years.
got someone to Ultra Diamond in less than a year, so that is definitely something you need to give credit.
When I
where
want to teach, if I want to teach a beginner, I'm like, yeah, have you tried to like anti?
listen, man.
Yeah, Veggey, you gotta teach me.
Yeah, bro. Have you considered just answering there?
I never thought about
Listen,
that. Wow,
listen.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Coaching starts with a single question. Not that one, but it just starts the question in general. Anyway, we can talk to you guys all night, but we've got to give you your final words before we let you go. Richard, if you put on their social media or their fight cards on the screen so the guys can know where to follow these people. It's great having them on. Layo, any final words for the stream before we let you go?
Okay, guys. So just enjoy your hobby. If your hobby is just playing fighting games, guys, don't let anyone
Upset you.
tell you that it's a bad thing. So just play the game and try to I would say surpass your limit, maybe, if you understand what I want to say. Just try to be better.
Yes.
Yeah, for a simple sentence.
I like that. Bet yourself as a person and bet yourselves in Street Fighter while having some fun with your hobby. I like that. And take Layo's coaching sessions. Do that. Ozen, what about you? Have you got any final words for the stream before we let you guys go?
Well, thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the viewer. And Capcom, if you listen to me, buff Akuma, please. In Street Fighter 6.
Can I say something before they leave?
They did buff Akuma. You just not using it.
No. Sorry.
Yeah.
In general, not VT and V-Skill.
Wow.
In general.
But can I say something to these guests before they go?
Please do.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed this set. I love when we get people who have the slow pace on and they can make all these mega mind decisions in the neutral, not just on offense. And I think the set could have been closer if Ozen didn't choke. So I think, I think you both got to showcase that you are like the real skilled, neutral, top level players. And whatever the score was, I think it was a great showing from both. And I truly enjoyed having both of you on. And I'm just happy that we could make this happen. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Cool.
Yeah, that was
Thanks
awesome.
Thanks to you, Veggey.
Yes.
Thanks to you.
Much appreciated. Gentlemen, we're going to make sure Richard put the fight card back on so the people know where to follow these guys on Twitter, because they do have Twitter accounts. They do talk about the game. Like you said, Layo does some coaching sessions. And if you are some Akuma player that is still playing the game, please have Ozen on your CFN, or at least look him up on YouTube. He's a fantastic Akuma player, and don't hesitate to hit him up and ask him for advice on the character. Obviously, he wants him to be buffed, but I'm going to make sure Capcom do not do that. But yes, gentlemen, it was great having you. Layo, once again, congratulations on winning this set. When you both are ready, you can leave the Discord call so we can close out the show, and I will message you guys in on Twitter very shortly.
Okay.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci tout le monde. Thanks everyone.
Merci beaucoup. Now you can disparu.
Oh
my God. And bonsoir.
See you later.
You guys are unbelievable. Anyway, do you know what? Well, no, you did. Don't think I don't remember what you said. Like, I don't know how long you guys take to think out these puns and whatnot.
I'll take that.
But yeah, no, do you know what? Again, I think Veggey summed it up
This
really
set
well.
was so good that Adam woke up and felt like he had to see it. That's how good this set was. It's like, Maddie, who's fighting? I need to see this.
I mean, you know what?
Cleanest lord I've ever seen.
I think Adam was a bit displeased when he heard Ozen say Buff Akuma. He didn't look
Yeah,
happy.
it was like because Adam is an Ed main, that's why.
Okay, you know,
Bubble, this character is really cool.
He
gets like flames and purple flames and stuff.
You know how I feel about that
doesn't
character.
love Akuma? Who doesn't love Akuma?
But yeah, just like what you said. It was, Veggey summed it up really well. It was, if Ozen didn't choke, I think that scoreline would have been substantially different. Probably like a 10-7, probably rocking on that. He probably could have taken to win the set, but I think...
It was super even in the beginning.
Yeah, I think Layo's matchup knowledge was just illustrated to us way better than what
And he's
Ozen
calm.
did.
He kept it more calm, while Austin was like, you saw that his heart was racing. in some of these situations, while Layo was more content when he was playing, I feel.
But I feel,
relaxed.
going back on what Ozen was saying, it's like he doesn't have pressure anymore because of V-Shift. You have to remember, what's even worse if you have a strong anti-projectile tool from frame 1 and V-Shift. When you have those options, that's what makes V-Shift even more crazy for a character like Akuma. Because I'm thinking, right now, when we spoke to Mr. Wolf and Seth, it's like certain things don't justify the vitality they have right now because they can't really deal with it without making that double dash or that jump. There was a couple of times Ozen did forward heavy punch, but even then he didn't do forward heavy punch on block into V-Shift. He just forward heavy punch and he took it because he's being too stingy with his V-meter. So if you're gonna stick with Akuma and be that Akuma specialist, it's gonna take a lot of work. And again, it's even more thinking than before, and it's always gonna dwell on your mind that if I guess wrong, 40% has probably just vacated the premises.
You had the rhyme. If I guess wrong, 40% will be gone.
I had a rhyme, but I said a different word.
God.
Rap God, Veggey.
You guys
The
are
rap
terrible.
God.
Anyway,
That was so good.
yes, it was good to be back because we did
was.
take a week off.
I missed you guys.
The patch is still live and kicking, so make sure if you guys haven't downloaded it, you should download it. There are some new characters as well. Oh, okay, I didn't even bring this up. I saw it, but I forgot to talk about it. Anyway, you can register now for the West Coast, North American, the West region in terms of the CPT. It's going to be happening at the end of the month, April 30th and May 1st. That is the weekend. A lot of the West Coast guys are going to be there. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath, but it's going to be an absolute entertainment, a luxury for the uninvolved watching that. Who knows? We might get a top 8 filled with Lukes. Who knows? It's going to happen at some point.
I just want to say, so it begins.
We might have
I wanted to be
racing.
edgy and mysterious there. Did I go good?
I'll give you
You managed mysterious.
Okay.
Get a 7.9.
Okay, thanks.
If that's
7.9 is good.
That's
7.9 out of a 30 though, so I don't really know.
Anyway, if you
Just kidding, it was good.
If you do reside in that region, make sure you start signing up. The earlier you do it, the better. It gives you more time to prep instead of running around procrastinating last minute about how you sign up and deal with Smash GG on your mobile. That's never a good thing. So please do that indeed. I don't think we have any other announcements here, but yes. We're going to try and get as many exhibitions on the network as much as we can. We should have something lined up for you next week as well as the week after. So do stick around for that. We'll let you know. But yeah, I think I had the final word last time. Well, I did an 11-hour stream last time. So Olvaha, I think you can close out the show today. I think it is your turn.
Okay. I
Go
can
get
do
him, champ.
I can do my fire Oro impressions. Well, so that ends another episode for us here at Capcom Fighters. And me as Oro, I was buffed the last patch. So don't forget to play me while you're playing Street Fighter V the next time you open up the game. See you all next week.
Hey, Dad.